Yo, 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 what is up, Bird Gang? What is going on? Special guest today, my man, Pablo Gary. And he's been doing this thing for about how many months you want to say now? How long is this going on?
Consistently, for about 2 months consistently. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So my man is new, but he's been putting in that work. I've been watching his content. I love what he got to say. I love his passion for the birds. He's another true soldier for the Nation out there. So it is my pleasure for you guys to meet Mr. Pablo Gary. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the guys out there.
Yeah, before I do, man, thank you so much for having me on your platform. I think what you're doing in the Eagles community is great. And so I want to first salute you, sir, for the invite. And yeah, guys, I'm just a everyday Eagle fan, man. I bleed green. Been an Eagles fan since the Donovan McNabb days, man. So listen, man, we all bleed green. One nest, one family. That's what it's all about.
That's right. Big shout out to Big Play out there.
Yes, sir.
He's always putting in that work.
Big place.
Richie MC. I don't know if you're new to me or if you're with Pablo. Welcome to the show. He missed. I know. Shout out to Joey Shakes and Philly 500.
Absolutely.
Always grinding, always doing that work, and we're trying to do our hustle too. There's so much great content out there with the Eagles fam. So I'm glad you guys are joining us here today. And another guest coming on, my man, the Nest Out West. What's
Nest
up?
Out West.
Man, he's just another dude we just feed off, and we're gonna have some great collabs together, and all around fun dude. And he is just trying. He is almost at 1,000. I can't wait till he gets to 1,000 because it's just gonna be another bird. Getting to that where we're trying to get at. So another bird join the nest and go sub up the Nest Out West.
Mm-hmm.
Great content creator. Always he's doing that. I mean, he's doing that work. He's got those collabs going. Go check him out.
I got to get a ring like the Nest Out West, man. I'm bare enough.
Actually, I forgot to put my ring. It kind of helps me out a little bit. I like seeing that shine in there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What up? What up? Pablo, not enough room to get your funky.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Yeah, I know, man. Props to that room, man. That's one thing that I love. That you brought your element, and it's just like I'm trying to have my green room, and believe me, Pablo, this is just the beginning stages.
Oh, I know.
The more energy that everybody gives me, the more creativity I'm gonna bring. I mean, I'm gonna say it's gonna look like a damn club in here, man. And my wife thinks I'm crazy. She's like, "Wait, you're gonna do what?" I said, I gotta be, a showman shit. I gotta bring it. Someone's always bringing something, so I gotta do the same thing. So, I can't wait. But gotta crawl before you walk.
Yeah, shout out to my wife, man. I said, can I just get one wall? Just give me one wall. So she gave me a wall, man, and so I'm excited, man.
Yeah, and if it gets even bigger, you might tell wifey, I need one more wall.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep going until I get my own man cave. You know how we got to do it, bro.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of Q&A, and after that, we're gonna roll some video, and we're gonna get into some video that I saw on YouTube with my boy Philly Notion. Shout out to Philly Notion. Hopefully, maybe he tuned in today, but he's out there repping in Texas, doing that work and stuff. But before I start, there's just one thing that I loved about Pablo's show that I know there was a little trend that I noticed that you were doing it, and I'm like, I'm gonna try what he's been doing. So today, being that it's Saturday, I'm not in the club or anything. I'm not at no bar or nothing. I know you don't drink, but I do like the concept what you're doing. So, but I'm gonna say is that I think you need your own special toast. So when you do drink that, whatever your fruit punch, whatever you got going on that day, I think you need your own toast, man. So
wait, Birdman, wait. If we're going to do it, brother, we got to do it, man. Give me 1 second, brother.
All right, let's do this. While Pablo's going to get his choice of beverage, I still got to add a little something, you know. Now, for the youngsters out there, you know, do this when you're 21. Okay, it's the best thing. Oh, we're going. That's a nice choice right there. I don't even know what to drink with that, but
Hey, listen, we gotta go big or go home.
I'm not gonna show the name, but I'll just tell you that it's got a little. Hold on, it's got a little apple flavor to it. So this is my first time trying it. I've been watching TikTok and I've been hearing things about it. So I'm gonna give it a little. I'm gonna pour a little some for the Eagles gang, and this is for Pablo joining the channel today. Much love.
Raise the glasses up, Birdman _951.
Cheers, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Bottoms up.
Fly, Eagles fly.
I will say, guys, not bad, not bad, not bad. Mr. Jim Bean Apple. First time I ever tried it with Manacita soda. Soul. That's the Mexican version of soda.
Yes,
I don't know if they got that on the East though.
Nah, I don't think we do, man. That's why we gotta have the West Coast guys come down, man, and show us what's going on.
All right. Let's see. Oh wait. Mighty Joe in the building, man. What is good, man? Another dude. This guy grinding. Man, I love everything he does. Do not stop what you're doing. I don't care about the people the little naysayers I've been hearing, you know. We're gonna support each other, man. We're gonna get this, Joe. You're gonna go to the mountaintop, and we're just trying to go for the ride.
The reason why Joe Castro is going to go to the mountaintop. One thing I notice about Joe is, as an Eagle content creator, he allows other Eagle content creators to stand on his shoulders.
Yep.
And because he does that, I mean, he just has so much respect. He definitely has my respect. I mean, I think he's over like 2,000 followers now, and he's showing love to people with 50 followers, 200 followers, man, 150, and that is real respect, man. So shout out to Joe Castro.
In fact, Joe, if you're out there, man, I don't know what you're doing, man. If you're chilling on your TV or you got your computer, man, toast to you, man. Toast to Joe, man.
Oh yeah,
this is for you, man.
Oh yeah, toast to Joe.
We might be toasting all night, Pablo. I don't know if you're ready.
Hey man, let's go. Let's go.
You ready. That's right. Toast Richie right there. Toast up, man. Toast up. Yes, sir. Jim Bean. Play Slay in the building. Raising my oh yeah, there it is. He got his margaritas in the mud.
All right.
And this is very true, man. See, I work nights Monday through Thursday, so I can't, watch you and drive at the same time. But I listen to you. I got the volume all the way up, and like when you hit the 200, man, I was in my truck and I was like, bam, man. I wish you could have seen me. I was wilding out in the truck. I was like, bam, and I thought you were just gonna give us a little taste, but no. You kept going, and I was like, I tried to get I have the Bluetooth, so I said, hey, play some California Love, and then boom, it came in. I was like, yeah. I was like, man, it was like,
you were in your truck grooving out, man?
Yes, sir. I was cruising. Wow. I wasn't cruising, but I was sort of cruising in my big rig, going to Long Beach. I go to Long Beach twice a night. So I was pumping it up, man. I thought I was listening to a radio station, man. I was just going, man. That was like one of the coolest lives I've heard, man. It was just like cool, man. I was like, man, I wish I could be on a show like that because I feel the vibe, man. I felt the vibes coming through the.
Oh yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. It's just being able to add value to your life, man. That's what it's all about.
That means a lot, guys. Blessed to be part of the community. That's right, man. You deserve it, man. You just came from the ground up, and here you are today, man. And we're just watching you grow, man, and it's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Birdman, yes, sir. When speaking of 150, my next giveaway is gonna be at 150, guys. So if you guys help out, my next giveaway, and it's another It's another Miles Sanders card, but the cool part about this one, it's already PSA certified, so it's legit to go. So the good thing about that, right now, Miles Sanders cards are not hitting that hard because he hasn't been doing what he's capable of. So if he hits it this year, all that's gonna do is going up. It's gonna go, and hey, don't tell anybody though. But yeah, man. So once I reach 150, man, it's another giveaway. And when I hit 200, I'm gonna try to hook up with Pablo and maybe do that. I'm gonna have a party, man. And that one, I'm actually gonna do a jersey giveaway. That one's gonna be big. That's a big one, man.
Oh yeah, we got to collab on that one, man. We got to.
Yeah, hey Slave, if I get to 200, oh, man, that jersey, I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll do a poll if I'm gonna go get the Devontae or if I'm gonna get Hurts. Oh, thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
I wish I'd get that. I'm just trying to get a little thousand right now. That's right. That's right. All right. So let's see. So on some of the vids, I don't know if you guys know, but my man right here just had a newborn. So if you want to go ahead and talk about that, but from the Birdman, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, Birdman. And what I love about this new era of Eagle content creators, it's not just about Philadelphia Eagles, the team, the franchise. We're also getting personal and saying, hey man, I want to get invested in you as a person and understanding who Birdman is, understanding who Pablo is. We have a new interest in one another. So I just want to say shout out to all the Eagle content creators for, just for posturing yourself to get to know people outside of the Philadelphia Eagles. But get to my son, Pablo Gary II. It was an honor. It was an honor to even name him that. He has just been just such a bright spot in my life for the past 2 weeks, my wife and I's life, and it's great. It's great. Fatherhood is amazing. I've learned so much, but I'm just excited to continue to buy these little mini Eagle jerseys, these mini Jalen Hurts jerseys and Devontae Smith jerseys. I'm excited, for the first game that I'm able to latch him onto my shoulders and go to Lincoln Financial Field and say, E-I-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Right,
kind of hear him saying it, So I'm excited, man. So definitely, Birdman, thank you so much for asking me about that.
Yeah, and it's time's gonna fly, man. So all I can say is make as many videos as you can. Me myself, I got a family. So I got 3 stepchildren and 3 of my own. And my little girl, man, she like holds me down because when daddy ain't doing too good, or she's like, she has my heart, man, and like she just knows how to like, hey dad, so shout out to my daughter out there.
Can I raise my glass to you, Birdman? Because sometimes we don't even acknowledge the great people. You just said you have 3 of your own biological children and you stepped in for other children, man. You are a true man, and I got to toast to that, brother. So toast to you.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Most men run away from that responsibility like our guy Carson Wentz. But I know we're going to get into him a little later, so I ain't going to talk about Carson Wentz right now.
Yeah, it's sometimes, the children, it's not their fault, man. Sometimes there's just dealt that hand. And, if for the guys out there, it is very challenging, it is. But the thing is that if you're willing to step up to the plate and be a father figure and help them in their life in any way, to make them a better person instead of, my father's not around and stuff like that. It does mean a lot, but I will say it is very challenging, but it doesn't mean it's not something you can't do. So, with my experience with it, it's good because the kids, they call me dad and stuff like that. And it means a lot because like, I never told them they had to. You know, I never said you. I'm not that type of person. You got to force
Wow.
them. I just so it just willingly, came out of them, and so shout out to my kids. They're supporting me doing this. My little one be like, Dad, I'm following you. I gave you a like, Dad. Stuff like that. It's funny
Wow.
to me.
Wow.
But thank you about that.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. And a lot of people probably don't know, man. But I was in the foster care system from 15 to 21, and so that's why I'm always ready to foster and commend and to celebrate guys like yourself who decided to step up. You know what I mean? So kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you for sure.
Thank you. So that you had a tweet. Yeah, Pablo's definitely on Twitter. Check him out there.
Yes, sir.
Shareholders, we are. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Okay. I might be a little bit late to the party. What is that white 80? You got to explain that, man. I'm sorry, but I am late to the party. But I got to tell me, what is that white 80?
White 80. White 80, white set. So that's actually it's crazy because I'm thinking about it. I thought Carson Wentz used to say it. It was like his his huddle call. And I'm hearing Jalen Hurts say it, and then I hear Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson. So I think it's really just the quarterback call right before play universally throughout the NFL.
Oh, okay.
So
All
if
right.
you listen, they'll say white 80, white 80, white 80, white set. So I was
Okay.
on Moochie Robinson's live stream, and I just kind of said it randomly, and it kind of caught fire. So white 80,
Yeah. Shout out to Mooch, man.
absolutely.
I don't know how you came up on the YouTube thing, whatever. I don't know if it was through Mooch or whatever, but I'm glad I found both of you. And like I said, shout out to him. We got to collab together. Or man, I'm willing to join your shows whenever you guys need help. I'm there for you. Um,
Absolutely.
the only thing that's weird about YouTube is like I be putting I want all the notifications and stuff, and then sometimes I don't see nothing. I'm like, what the heck, man? I miss a lot of shows. So I don't. Something's up with that, man. Because sometimes
Yeah,
I miss your show. I'm like, wait a second, I got the damn notification thing on my damn phone. Give me the damn notifications.
right.
So yeah, and it like it seems like it picks when it's gonna do that.
Yeah,
Like normal guys I follow, and then there's guys I don't even see. I'm saying, wait a second, you're making content? I haven't seen one damn video.
right.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. So it's like, I guess how other platforms, some other way we got to go around this. They're trying to
Algorithm.
knock
Yeah,
us out or something like that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Moochie and now we have a show on Sundays around between like 7:30 and 9. So you guys can definitely catch that tomorrow. We're going to be doing that live. It's been some time since we've jumped on the live, so that's going to be exciting tomorrow.
Cool. All right. So give me something that you witnessed at a sporting event. It could be Eagles related, or just maybe you're at a cousin's, or some kind of thing that just went a little bit crazy, man. Well, give me
Okay.
something.
Okay. So, but if I tell you this, you got to promise you're going to believe me.
Hey, I'm taking your word for it.
So I never told this publicly because I just say, what, I'd rather kind of go to my grave with this
Oh,
information. But
that's deep.
this
Okay.
is the year we won a Super Bowl,
Okay.
2018, Super Bowl 52. The Philadelphia Eagles played the Washington Redskins at the time, week one.
Okay.
And I'm like 5 minutes from the stadium. And every year I get dream seats where I'm like on the field. I have receipts of all of this stuff too. So, but before the game, Carson Wentz comes out, and he's kind of warming up doing this thing, and he's out there with Nick Foles, and so they're kind of warming up for like 10 minutes. So they come back to the locker room. So Nick Foles is walking by, and I'm like, "Hey Nick, hey Nick," and he spots me out, and he comes over to me.
What?
And I never sort of freak out, right? I never sort of freak out like at all. Like I'm not starstruck at all.
Wow.
He came up to me, he dapped me up. He's like, "What's up, bro?" And like when he dapped me up, this magnet. I couldn't let go of his hand, and so I was like fanboying like for like 30 seconds. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I literally take Nick Foles' hand. Now, this is the year he won. Well, he did what he did to help us win the Super Bowl.
Right.
So I'm locked up with Nick Foles and Birdman.
Uh,
I kissed him. I kissed him. So I said, "Oh my God!" The funny thing about this story is,
oh man,
he didn't freak out. Like he didn't freak out. He just took his hand back. He's like, "Have a good day, bro." And it's just like, yo, in my mind, I'm like, "Are you telling me I can leave this earth knowing that I'm the only the only Eagles fan that kissed our Super Bowl MVP's right hand week 1?" That's the best story I got for you. And it's a true story, guys. True story.
Hey, maybe he thought you were from another country, man, that they do that. Maybe, he's like, yeah, that's right. I'm royalty. Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring.
Man. Yeah, man. So, yep, I got a piece of that Super Bowl, man.
That's awesome, man. We got to do another toast, man. Man in the building, Mr. Joey Shakes, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're definitely getting a toast, man, and keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you're getting everybody's watching you and you're grinding out there. You and Philly 500, man. Nothing. You guys are at the top, the mountaintop, man. We just trying to get out there, man. So toast to you, Shakes, and can't wait to get on your show and vice versa, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
This might have to be another thing on Saturday, man.
Oh yes, sir.
Oh dang! There he goes.
Touch the Super Bowl. Oh, I'm jealous, Joey. Oh, yeah. Joey, I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's the shoot, man. He probably didn't wash his hand for a while, man. He probably had to, put some mold on it, the fingerprints and stuff.
Joey, I hope you took a picture, like just really quick, just something like that.
Yeah,
man.
Joey, is there a picture, man? Can we get some clarification on this touch?
Right.
Let's see. I'll put the picture. Oh, all right. I got picture to check it out. Hey, everybody! If you've been sleeping in the cave, man, go check out my boy Joey Shake 72. Great Eagles content creator. He also does gaming stuff, and there's no problem with that. I like to game when I have the time. Now I'm getting invested with this thing, and this seems awesome because I'm just getting to know all these new people all the time, and you guys get to find out who I know. So it's both love both ways. But go sub up my man Joey Shake 72 and Pablo. Don't forget about Pablo. That's another guy. Okay, we're gonna hold you to that. We're gonna hold you to that, Joe.
Oh yeah, Joey's a man of his word. It's going up there. If he says it's up there already. Okay,
so why do they call it DMV? What's the when I was looking at where you're at, I'm trying to come up with my own conclusion. I was like, okay, what's the deal with the DMV? Why is it called like that? Or is that your thing?
Right. No. So it's called the DMV because it's like 3 states, like just feet away from each other. So you have DC, right. You have Maryland, and you have Virginia. And actually, that's a great question, Birdman. So I'm actually from Maryland. I'm from Maryland, a small suburb called Upper Marlboro, Maryland. So that's where I am from. But I just say the DMV because it's not that many Eagles fans in this area. So I just try to rep the whole thing for sure.
Right. I want to help. Yes, sir, man. We know you do, Joey, and I appreciate when you do shout us out, man. It goes a long way when guys like you are trying to help other Eagles content creator. It goes a long way, man. It doesn't go unnoticed. Like I said, that's why anytime I see you on here, or if I see you anywhere, man, I always gotta give you that shout out. And jeez, I'm just gonna have to do it, man. I'm just gonna give you another toast, man. Another toast to Sheiks. He might be, man. I might not make the end of the show, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, okay, so in Maryland, is there a secret you could share with the rest of us? Is there some kind of great food place or some kind of awesome food that we got to go check out that someone over here on the West or anybody don't even know about? Is there some kind of secret restaurant out there that maybe you could share with us?
Man, I don't want to get in trouble here by naming restaurants and why'd you say this restaurant, but you forgot this restaurant? But I will say, if you come to Maryland, you have to have a helping of crabs, man. If you haven't had Maryland crabs with the garlic butter on the side,
Woo!
man, you got to have some Maryland crabs.
All right, that's and before I became local truck driver, I did drive around, and I probably drove around your neck of the woods too. But I'm just on the freeway, so I don't get to see or and to enjoy anything. I got that terrible truck stop food, and it's just terrible food. But I can't. I wish I could enjoy like real home cooking or some bomb restaurant like that. But that's cool. That's definitely something. Who knows, man? Maybe I'll be down there.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that.
Older, drive my RV and just visit these places. But that's definitely some good insight on that.
Yes, sir.
See, cheers on the new football. Okay, man. Now my wife's getting in on this, and she I don't know if you noticed, but she did sub you up, and she was enjoying your party. I was like, you got to check out Miss Pablo party because. So now I'm getting her into all the Eagles content creators too now, man. So she wasn't really into it now, but now she sees me getting into it, and she's doing all the content out there. So shout out to Wifey. Cheers.
Absolutely. Shout out to the first lady.
Football season.
To the first lady.
Let's see. Joey's always saying pictures up, man.
I told you.
Let me get on it real quick.
I told you, if he say he's going to do it, it's already done.
Now, of course, my phone wants to freeze up, man.
Right. Let me see.
Shakes shut down the internet, man. What the hell's going on? Maybe you got it before me, man. It's not my damn internet's messing up, man.
Joey, shit.
All right.
Here it is.
Okay. That's loading. It's loading.
I see it. The Flex Fox jersey. I see you, Joey.
Post it up. My thing's lagging over here. Did you post it? Okay. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Yes, sir, Joey.
Joey. Oh, that's what it's worth. Everything was worth it, man. Everything that he did. That's like an accomplishment right there, man. That's a huge thing right there. Like,
but you know what?
Next to that thing, man.
You know what? I can just see the love, the passion, and just how deep this team runs through his veins, man. And even though I was not there, I see myself in Joey.
Yeah.
I really see myself in Joey. So, Joey, thank you so much for doing that, bro.
Whenever anybody's out and about and you know them, it feels like they're taking you for, they've got the camera out and all that. So you're like, you feel right there with them. So I definitely understand what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Ravens or Washington football team allegiance, Pablo?
I'm an Eagles fan. I'm an Eagles fan, through and through. I can speak for the majority of my family. Most of my family are Washington football fans. I just couldn't take the losing. They tried to initiate me when I was younger. And I'm just saying, why do you guys keep doing this to yourselves? I mean, Jason Campbell. I mean, we have Donovan McNabb. We're going to NFC championships. So Ravens are cool. I like the Ravens, but, I like Lamar Jackson. Let me just say that. But no, Eagles fan through and through. If my life depended on it, I probably go Ravens for sure.
But no need for that. No need for that.
No need for that. White 80.
White 80.
White set.
See where we're at right here. Rising water has nothing on. Keep up the daily grind, y'all. Some great YouTube play, big play in the building. That's right, man. Man, Joey putting that work, man. So can you imagine? Shout out to Piccolo, who was on my channel. He said it would be crazy having two Lombardis. So can you imagine two Lombardis? Woo wee, that look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Two ring. I need two rings on this fist, man. That look awesome.
But you know what? If I could just speak to that really quick, what I love about the Eagle fan base is we weren't just trying. Oh yeah, we gotta acknowledge him.
Oh, hey man, how did he know? How did he know? Philly Notion, man, dude.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna be on my channel today because I have to discuss what went down with that Dallas fan. And forgive me for not knowing his name right now, but I got a lot of questions that I need. I got a lot of questions that need answered, man. But this is going to Philly Notion, and salute to you.
Yes, sir.
Philly, and you're gonna get to that 1,000, man. So cheers, Philly Notion.
He's already there, baby.
I can't wait, man.
Woo! I'm really drinking the whole thing. All right.
You didn't. I told you, man. Low key, I don't even really hate Washington fans. They chill as hell, but them other teams, the Dallas Cowgirls and New York crybabies.
Wham. I'm a baby.
Hey, New York is having some issues though, right? They're all in their feelings, right? Not going to happen. What's up, buddy? What's up, Randy? It's an old friend of mine from back in the day, high school, man. He's a Dallas fan, man. So
I love that name though, PK Path Killer. Right?
The Dallas fan's name is SYD. Philly Notion, where you yeah, Philly Notion. Philly Notion, what's good, man? What you drinking today, man? You relaxing? You know, you've been working hard all week over there in Texas.
Yeah, man. Philly Notion is the real deal, man. The real deal.
Another salute to Notion.
Oh yeah, the real deal.
Okay, let's see. All right.
Hey Birdman, can I just say I love your pace, bro? I love how we're just vibing. You know, it's just so free. It really don't feel free. I don't. There's some people that's question. Oh man, I love it. I'm gonna take a tip from you.
Hey man, this is great, man. I'm just, we're just having fun, man. Two crazy Eagle fans over here.
Yes, sir.
All right, what sealed the deal for you as being an Eagle? What just solidified and say, you know what, this is my team, man. This is it, man.
Man, I don't know if there was a particular event or situation that sealed the deal for me. It just, my favorite color is green. No, eagle green, not just lime green or olive green. It's midnight green, and so just coming up, man, I just always loved how the Eagles play football. And when you talk about a city that's passionate, when you talk about a fan base, I mean, think about it, Birdman. We just won a Super Bowl in 2018, and we flipped the page. We don't care about it. We want another one. We just said it.
Oh yeah,
we want another one. So it's the thirst to be great. It's the thirst to be the best franchise. I love the fact that the Eagles seemed like I grew up on Andy Reid. We didn't have coaches in and out the door, 24/7. So there was always this just energy that sort of just kind of attached me to the Eagles, franchise, man. So just, I don't know, man. It's something about Philadelphia. It's something about this football team, man. I like to say, true Eagles fans, we're born, man. We're born with it. Because I can't tell you, but I can tell you this: when I was a kid, my father had my brother and I. I was in a Cowboys uniform, and he was in a Giant uniform, and he ended up being a Washington Redskins fan, football fan, and I ended up being an Eagles fan, man. So it just honestly was always, embedded in me, bro.
That's awesome. And the way I did it, my friend in high school, he was subscribed or not. I don't know what's the word, but he used to get actual uh, newsletters from Philadelphia on the Philadelphia Eagles. And every day he'd be just, telling me, "Hey, the Eagles did stats and everything." And I was just like, "Man, come on, man! I'm trying to listen to the teacher, man. I don't care about no damn Eagles stats, man. Just get over." So eventually, man, he just kept at it, and then that's when I started noticing Randall Cunningham, among other players. But he's definitely the one that stood out the most. And when he was able to be on TV over here in the West, because there was no NFL ticket. None of that crap was, I don't think,
Right.
even available. It was just whoever was going to be on the TV. And when I was able to get the little glimpses of Randall Cunningham, I was just like sold, because I was like, was just bringing this new flavor, and I just fell in love with it, man. And when McNabb and them started all that stuff, it was just awesome, man. You could see him on Madden and all this stuff. Unfortunate with T.O., but when all of it was going good, man, it's just like we were just on top of the world. It was just awesome. They're just not always in the playoffs, just always competing, man. And so it just felt right.
This is how we see if Jalen Hurts brings any value to this team, right? So if the Philadelphia Eagles football team with Carson Wentz had zero lifeline,
Yeah,
zero, we were dead in the water. And so when you look at what Jalen Hurts did, like what you just said, this team, we were a disaster, but he showed us a little bit of life. It was peaks of life,
yeah,
peaks of life. And so when you sort of look at it that way, that peak, the touchdowns that he threw, the Greg Ward, his first touchdown, being able to beat the New Orleans Saints, a hot New Orleans Saints team coming in Philadelphia, those were the peaks of life that he's given his team. And yeah, man, it's great stuff.
yeah. Because you almost go back to like backyard football, man, and like, hey Pablo, hey man, my receivers out, man. I know you don't play wide receiver, but hey man, can you give me something, man? It's just like he was still willing to just go out there and grind out with, like I said, with some bad tires, some barely any fuel in the tank. And that said a lot about his character to me. And I noticed it right away. And a lot of YouTube creators were kind of just laughing at the fact that there's no way in hell we're going to beat the Saints. And I said, no, we are going to beat the Saints because I read into him. I saw what he did in that little bit of time.
Hmm.
I knew what it was about. And what happened? That man won that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it right there. And it's gonna be fun when this all comes together. And I guess in a funny way, I don't think Hurts wants it any other way. Keep doubting that man. Keep saying that he doesn't know how to throw.
Sorry about that. Hey, to grab this turn.
Grimes, minor surgery. Hey Richie, do you know like why or what happened? Was that just something they found about Grimes minor surgery, or is it something that maybe he wanted to do? Philly notion. Oh man. Off topic question, fellas. Do you believe Dak can get 5,000?
Let me.
Hey, if he got a parrot for that peg leg, I don't know. Maybe. How good can he throw?
6,000 yards. Is that what they're drinking over there in Texas and Dallas?
Oh man,
They're drinking 5,000 and 6,000 yards.
Apparently.
Oh my gosh, Philly Notion. I see what you got to go through.
5,000, 6,000. I guess we ain't playing.
Man, put it down, Dallas. Put it down. It's not worth it. Put it down.
What's up, Rock the Artist, man? Everybody go sub up my guy, Rock the
Man,
Artist out
put it
there,
down, Dallas. Put it down. It's not. I'm sorry, bro. They drinking. Dallas is drinking 5,000 to 6,000 yards.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
put it
keep
down.
on, man.
Kids, drugs are bad. Don't do Dallas drugs.
You know what? Since Philly Notion's in the building, man, I gotta let them know. We're gonna get into that tape right now because you definitely got to know what these guys are drinking because we're gonna go through it and we're gonna Q&A this because I got some stuff to say.
5,000 and 6,000
I'm
yards.
gonna air it out, my brother, and I'm gonna go and hit him next.
All right, look, I ain't got a whole.
Okay, so basically my guy Notion is giving. Okay, damn, I don't. Hey, Notion, put in the chat. Cowboy, what's his name? YouTube content, so I can give him a shout out, man. But anyways, before they start the show, he's giving them 5 minutes to air it out on about how the Eagles are so full of themselves and this, that, and the third, man. So let's listen. Let's take a listen in what this man's saying.
Bunch of like let's say slander I need to throw at you or nothing like that. I just got facts. You know what I'm saying? As
Got
much
facts.
as y'all want to call us delusional, the thing that I love that most of y'all seem to act like didn't happen last year is we lost our starting quarterback. Now y'all act like y'all lost y'all's because he was playing like trash, but he was healthy. The 1 year y'all don't want to claim that he coming off injury, y'all want to act like nothing wrong with him, was last year. You know what I'm saying? Carson Wentz played like trash. I know that y'all want to act like it didn't happen. Because trust me, the funny thing is I spent, 3-4 years arguing about who's better. And now y'all act like he don't exist no more, and he don't appreciate it.
Okay, I'm going to talk about that real quick. So shout out to Mr. Rome out there. You guys want to go have a good laugh? I'm just kidding. Go follow up Mr. Rome, Dallas YouTube content creator. Shout out to him for going on Philly Notion's page. But man, when I was listening to this, man, I almost crashed my vehicle because this dude is he was just getting to me, man.
Don't crash the 18-wheeler, bro.
Yeah, I know. So he's okay. First of all, Carson Wentz did his own thing to himself. He decided to play like that. He decided to have that woe is me mentality and all that stuff. I don't know what that was, but when Carson was playing the right football we wanted to see, I believe he was slightly better than Dak, slightly, but Dak has him where it comes to just being consistent and running out the pocket, getting those first downs and stuff like that. A lot of the yards that Dak did encounter were in the third and fourth quarter when the game is nearly damn over. And I don't care what Cowboy fan tells me, that's not a great quarterback playing from behind constantly. Like, you could blame the defense all you want, but the defense on the other team is just letting those yards go like nothing. And what say you about this, man, about how Wentz's play last year?
So I have a weird take because I actually agree with a little bit of what he said. And here's why. Carson Wentz is mentally weak. When we talk about Carson Wentz versus Dak Prescott,
yeah,
I would choose Dak Prescott. I'm just sorry, and I understand it. That may make some Eagle fans feel a certain way. Don't get me wrong. I was screaming from the mountaintop for Howie Roseman to trade the farm to go get Carson Wentz back in 2016-17. But when you step back from the elephant and you look at the whole picture, I just think, it's tough, man. It's tough. It really is tough, man, because I just feel like Carson Wentz is He's just mentally weak, and that's the reason why he wanted to leave Philadelphia.
Yeah, he definitely showed his
He
card
lifted up his skirt.
yeah, he definitely showed it, and he made himself really look weak at that point. And then you're gonna tell me he's gonna take a trip to Indianapolis, and all of a sudden everything changes. Just you're going to the same coach that was already you got coached by, and when you did come back from your injury after the Super Bowl, you played like crap, and you were letting a lot of the noise, the whole statue thing, and then you let it get to you. And I do agree with what you're saying, but that's no fault in us fans believing that he was going to do this. That's
Right.
all on Carson, you know.
Right.
And it's like it's very hard to do the comparison, but I do hear he failed miserably when it came to the mental aspect of it. He just failed. He just straight said, "I don't want this."
And you can't blame the fans, especially when he led the Eagles to 11-2, and then the MVP caliber years. So you can't, fault us for actually looking at what we see. But Carson, yeah, he's just a Carson. He lifted up his skirt. I just want to know what man, if you pay them $150 million to just do their job, because this is where I have come to my conclusion about Carson Wentz. Jalen Hurts would have never been the starting quarterback had Carson Wentz gone in, dropped his pride, and took his job back. If he goes in and plays like the 11-2 Carson Wentz, guess what? Jalen Hurts, you know where he would have went? Howie Roseman would have traded him to who? The Houston Texans. Who needs a quarterback right now? The Houston Texans. They're about to get rid of Deshaun Watson. That's because Jalen Hurts is from Texas, right? So this would have been Carson Wentz's team. And so to give a man over $150 million and he can't mind his business and not look over his shoulder and cry, wham, 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 I'm a baby. I mean, come on now. White 80?
Yeah, it's very mind-boggling. It's like he almost robbed the bank and just got away with it. It's like let me act like I'm an accountant or something, and then I'm gonna rob you blind, and just as life goes on, it's kind of what he robbed the Eagles. He robbed the fans because we believed in this man. We thought this guy was going to be for at least 10 years or so, and he just let everything get the best of him, which was very weak on his part.
It doesn't get any weaker than this, Birdman. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong in this. When Carson Wentz wanted you to go and support his Thy Kingdom Crumb food truck, when he wanted you to go and support his kickball annual soccer, whatever he had every year, he came to you. He got on Twitter. This man couldn't come and tell you, Birdman, hey, I no longer want to be a member of the Philadelphia Eagles. And what gets me is the fact that he doesn't even say that, but then he goes to the coach and he says, I'm not the reason why I'm here. Man, we got to get him out of here, man.
Yeah, and let me answer this real quick. Let's see. Carson Wentz didn't do that. It was dug behind the scenes. It got to the point we needed a change of scenery to be better. We came through a mid. I wouldn't.
No, it's not Doug.
I wouldn't say Doug was frustrated at the end of the day because he's hearing it from Howie and Jeff, and then he's trying to get something going with Wentz. It was a lot. It was a big soap opera. But Carson Wentz, let me tell you, what I heard from around the way is that he wasn't doing extra practice on the field before games with some certain receivers that will go nameless. And when you're bigger than that, you're playing for the Eagles. You're not playing for you. This is not about you. This is about your team. And if you're gonna let your own receivers down because you have some complex, that's your own damn fault, man. I'm not going to blame no one else but you. You're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to be the team leader. You're supposed to be the guy in the room that we're looking up to. And if you're turning a blind eye or giving everybody a cold shoulder, that's the kind of crap you're going to get on the field, because I noticed that everybody started playing better once Hurts touched that field. And that said a lot to me.
But I got a question for you. I think we got to take it a step further, because we see the reason why Doug Peterson is no longer the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. And that was because why? Jeff Lurie and Howie Roseman did not want to give him control over his own coaching staff. Okay, so follow me. If Doug Peterson can't even get control over his own coaching staff, what can he do with the number 2 overall pick in Carson Wentz, who the Philadelphia Eagles paid $150 million to? Because if he goes in and he tries to correct Carson Wentz, if he tries to, fix him up on maybe on a bad ball inaccuracy, bad footwork, then guess what? Off with his head. So Doug, I believe, was just the middleman, right? He was a true players coach, the middleman. He just got caught in a bad season, honestly, with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, he can't handle Philadelphia. There's no way you tell me you get a 4.0 all throughout college and you drop.
Guess what? If Doug Peterson had rolled Carson out and built a game plan to his strengths from 2018 to 2020, then we wouldn't be talking about this. You're wrong. Howie, first of all, Carson was mentally weak. You can't put that damn statue out there, because every day he's looking at it because he's trying to be that guy. He's trying to be that damn statue. And every little Super Bowl thing, any picture that's in the hallway, anything that's in the locker room is in the hallway, was mentally messing him up. And in fact, when Carson went out for the second injury the following year, Chris Long, whoever, they're building a shrine for Nick Foles. They were on board. They were like, Carson, goodbye. Nick Foles is the man. And Nick Foles is not even a Hall of Famer. He's in the Hall of Fame for that Raiders game, but he's not even a Hall of Famer. And the whole team already moved past Carson Wentz. And it was like the greatest thing to happen to the Eagles. And it was the worst thing to happen to Carson Wentz, because that was too high of a stature for him to meet that. He was never going to meet that. And I know for a fact Carson Wentz will never be in the Super Bowl. If he goes 0-4, they're going to bench him. If he goes 0-3, they might think about benching him. And those are the facts. You can't be mentally weak in Philadelphia. Bottom line.
Period.
Bottom line. If you show that weakness, you're going to get eaten up alive. And I've known that for years. He failed the test.
Mm-hmm. And I hope that the Philadelphia Eagles, and I love what you just said, Birdman, I hope we sort of, like even Dave Spadaro, he was talking to Landon Dickerson, but I've never, all the years I've watched Dave Spadaro give great interviews, one of the things that he asked Landon Dickerson was, are you coachable? And I'm sitting here saying to myself, I'm sure that's because of Carson Wentz. And I'm just saying, moving forward, the Philadelphia Eagles, we can't put ourselves in a position where, we're trying to get the prototypical guys. The Philadelphia Eagles, we have to have our own generic evaluation for talent coming out of the collegiate level. Like, we need to have whoever the media team is. I want the media team in the NFL drafting room asking these guys questions, giving these guys, doing all of that, because we need to see. Because if drafting Carson Wentz with the number 2 pick overall was too high for it to go how it went. Now, I think it was the biggest accident ever, to mankind, right? So, who knew he would get us to 11-2? Who knew the Eagles would get Nick Foles? Who knew that Nick Foles would take us? So it kind of worked to our benefit. But I think ultimately that's why. Okay. Now hear me, Birdman. Watch it. Isn't it funny that we got the biggest weak link out of Philadelphia and Carson Wentz, and Howie Roseman never drafted guys from Alabama, and we know how mentally tough those guys are. And so we go and get Devontae Smith. And so you go and get Jalen Hurts. And so you go and get Landry Dickinson. We're changing the culture right before our eyes. We're changing it here. It starts here. It's here. It's before we even get on the football field.
Mr. Howie Roseman, we're not salty because you got us Devontae Smith. And I'm gonna give you a toast for Devontae Smith, man. Thank you, Howie, for bringing Devontae finally wising up and doing some work. And let's see. Oh, come on, you gotta stop it. Carson been gone. Stop it. Oh, we've been stopped. It's been stopped.
No, but see, I think what's happening is the Philadelphia Eagles fan base, not everybody, because the real ones understand, who Carson Wentz was, but there's a such thing called post-traumatic Carson Wentz disorder. And so we're still coming out of that, man. I mean, we got to come out of it, and it's the truth. We got to talk about it.
McVay showed up with 3 points in the Super Bowl.
But watch it though. Jeff Goff listened to his coach. Carson Wentz played at a little school, and it came to the NFL, and the Eagles ran to him. Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman and Don Molesky and Doug Peterson, they flew all the way to North Dakota, gave him the best steak, and said, "Here, Carson Wentz, here are the keys to the franchise. Here you go. You don't have to do anything. We just have Sam Bradford here. Here's the keys to the franchise. Whenever you do this, you see what Jalen Hurts is doing? He was thrown into the fire. 4 games during COVID-19, thrown into the fire. Carson Wentz had an entire season, no COVID-19, and guess what? He was handed the keys. And watch it. They handed him the keys. They handed him $150 million, and he broke down before your very eyes like a 1952 Oldsmobile.
So Howie's getting mad. He said, "You lost him when you said tank." Well, I don't know what you want to call it. What did Wentz do?
Carson Wentz mentally tanked on the Philadelphia Eagles. He mentally tanked.
Birdman, Coach Nick doesn't want to give out information so other teams can learn anything from us. Yeah, but I just think it's kind of a little bit too much for me talking about ping pong and I don't know.
Ping pong.
He's trying to strengthen team chemistry. Yeah, that could be it. I'm just like, I'm not entirely mad about it. I'm just like, this is all new with me with the coach. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. Should have been some mano on mano tetherball. Some tetherball. Hey, you know it, man. Sirianni's pulling out all the stuff. He's gonna bust out Monopoly, man. I mean, it's just personality. I don't have a problem with it, especially considering some of the all 22 I checked out on him. The player's entrance is nowhere near the statue. Yeah, that statue could have been in Mexico, but Carson could still see it.
Howie Roseman, I love you, man, but we need a cornerback number 2. Can you bring that to us? we need a cornerback number 2.
Shout out to Jock Talk, man. Thank you for coming to the stream, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
You ever think about to check out X's? You know what? I did check out the X's and O's, and Carson was not checking on any of the boxes. He was just playing his own game.
He can't read coverages.
Howie, don't leave, man. Come back. Howie Roseman, stay around and convince about Wentz. Open mindless in the channel. You got a less one here. My personality comment is about Sirianni and is all 22. So, yeah, that Philadelphia is bringing up a good point, man. Like the way he went out, man, that said a lot to me, man. I mean, look at Zach Ertz. Did you guys see Zach Ertz how disappointed when he saw the writing on the wall?
He cried.
He knew it was curtains, man. What does that tell you? he knew what it meant, leaving the Philadelphia Eagles, and he clearly didn't want to do it, but his performance, those guys that want those paychecks, they want to get that bang for their buck. It was just unfortunate that everything just like fell to crap, and he was just along for that ride, that terrible ride that we all witnessed, and it was just like a pure mental breakdown. But nobody's mad. If Zach Ertz, if everything was right, I don't have a problem with him staying.
Right.
But he's just not mentally right now. That the chapter is closed on Zach Ertz, and I wish Zach Ertz nothing but the best, because he got us our first title.
Mm-hmm.
He has all my respect, but it's just the time has come, and it's time for Dallas Goedert to see. We need to know if this man is what he could be, or else we got to look for a new tight end. But I believe Dallas got the talent to do it and get at least 700 to 800 yards this year, and maybe 6 touchdowns. I see that.
Here's my concern about Zach Ertz, right? Like, no, man, I got a 2018 Honda Accord. I told my wife I'm not driving no minivans at all. But here's my thing about Zach Ertz. If you look at, there were some metrics that came out, I think last week, saying that the Eagles could potentially have about roughly north of $40 million, right? If I'm Zach Ertz, I'm saying to myself, okay, Howie Roseman historically pays older veterans that are producing, right? When you look at Brandon Graham, what did he do with Brandon Graham? He restructured him. He resigned him. When you look at Jason Peters, he restructured. I mean, literally, Jason Peters was turning 40 years old, and Howie Roseman just kept giving him contract after contract. If I'm Zach Ertz, I'm sitting here saying, wait a minute. They bring in Devontae Smith. They bring in a Jalen Hurts. They shore up this offensive line. They bring in some key guys. Maybe I should just stay. Maybe I should just stay and wait until it's my turn. It's not like the Philadelphia. Howie Roseman is not saying, Zach Ertz, you stink. We don't value you. He's saying, bro, we were in the midst of COVID-19. Like, our money wasn't the same, right? Our money wasn't the same. So, for me, I think Zach Ertz, man, it's like you said, I definitely think, it's time for Dallas Goedert to step up. I loved how, Brent Selleck, when he was sort of transitioning into the latter parts of his career, Zach Ertz stepped up, but he didn't just leave, right? He did what he can do. Like, why can't Zach Ertz become the second tight end receiving option? Why can't he block a little bit? Like, just stick around and allow Howie Roseman to pay you. But, like you said, he helped us win a Super Bowl. He's always going to have my personal respect.
Right.
86 is always going to be Ertz's number to me. But you would love just to see the guy stick around another year, allow Howie Roseman to pay him, and let those two really compete together. But it looks like that's not going to happen at all.
Yeah, I think just Zach just kind of mentally just had enough, man. And I am not going to get mad at it, man. It is what it is, and
Because I spent a lot of time telling me how Carson Wentz is the next best this, and now y'all just moved on real quick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dropped him real quick, moved on to Jalen Hurts. And that's fine. I just got a couple questions. One, when you talk delusion, you talk about time frames and stuff, because I know that's your favorite thing to go to. 26 years and everything like that. I need y'all to answer me a question. What's the significance of 1960 to 2020 or 2017? That's 57 years. It took y'all 57 years to win y'all first chip.
Okay.
They're 20 years counting to win their next one.
But let me bring up a point, right? So he's going back in the space-time continuum, right? Okay. You Rome forgets to talk about how we already had championships. They just weren't called Super Bowls at the time.
Mhm.
So I don't know where if you're gonna go back there, then you go back with it all. You don't pick and choose, Rome. Do not pick and choose. You
Call it
show
what it was.
you show it all. They were not called Super Bowls, so we already had 3 world championships, but they just weren't called Super Bowls. So if you're gonna go back in the space-time continuum, you gotta bring it up, all of it.
If they're going to go back in the time machine,
And now,
Yeah.
hold on, let me finish because it's air out. It's
Yeah.
57 years. But the funny thing is, y'all came around with 1933, so it actually took y'all 88 years to win something.
That is incorrect.
88 years, but y'all love to throw out 26. Fine. I would love for you to answer that for me because I would love to know how somehow 57 years to 1 is better than our existence. We started in 1960 and we got 5 chips, but they don't count because of some mythical, magical time frame setter.
Go ahead, Pablo. Speak.
listen. All right. He is pulling a Carson Wentz. I'm going to break it down. He is pulling a Carson Wentz. Something. I love the guy, Mr. Rome. Shout out to you. But I think fans like you see, again, we just won a Super Bowl, right?
Right.
Our mindset in Philadelphia is different from every other fan base in the NFL because we don't care. Everybody, mainstream media is saying what? Eagles fans, you guys, they just gave you a Super Bowl. Relax. Doing it live. I don't even remember.
Shout out to Philly repping. The Carson supporters have moved on too. Y'all still hating, which is fine, but no one wants to talk about Carson anymore. It's in the past, just like McNabb era. Philly, we brought up Carson because it came up with the subject. First of all, we're talking about Carson's number 11 on my guest 11, so that's why Carson's being talked about. But the Mr. Rome on the Cowboy fans is just talking about how now that Carson is left, that we ain't got his back. But it's not that the Eagles didn't have his back. He just quit on the Eagles. He just quit on his fan base. He dropped it like that. That's what we're left with. So I don't give a flip what he does in the Colts. I want that first round pick. I want him to play 75% of the snaps. That's all I want. Carson. That's all I want. That's all I need. So we still got to talk about Carson because that's what I need. I need that first round pick because Hurts needs another receiver, a running back, whoever's going to be tight end, and whatever is going to come out, whoever's that pick, that's what we need.
We all we got. That's what we need, Carson.
White 80.
White set. So excuse me if I still have to get some of his emotional residue, because that's what's really happening. There's no way you can go. There's no way that you can have gone through COVID-19 and watching Carson Wentz have that horrible season and just forget about it because he's with the Colts.
We got Alshon at the perfect time. He wanted to prove something, but once he proved it, kind of the injury kind of got to him, and the whole Nick Foles thing was a big old catastrophe because something just was off, man. And you could tell when that happened, Alshon was just off. And in fact, if Alshon catches that ball in New Orleans, we are winning another Super Bowl. I can guarantee we're going to win another Super Bowl. We were that hyped. We were on a roll, man. The power of Nick Foles, the energy from Nick Foles, man. Carson never grabbed. He never grabbed that, man. And it was sad that Nick Foles, not sad, but it was just crazy that Foles gravitated to that. He was just like, he was with it, He showed a lot of confidence, and like again, Nick Foles is not a Hall of Famer, but he knew a team game, and he knew how to be a leader in the locker room.
That's a fact, man.
And that's all we asked, man. That's all we asked. Jordan Mailata, that dude has heart, man. That dude has heart because everybody was saying he wasn't gonna succeed. He wasn't gonna be nobody. He's from rugby. I don't even know how he doesn't know what he's doing. Doug don't know what he's doing, but he proved everybody wrong, and now he could be a Pro Bowler if he wanted to.
The only tight end that recently I could say probably was going to go into.
Yeah, he was on the Raiders last year. Ward in the slot, taking first team reps. Hope he can teach Rager. Yeah, I like Ward, man. Ward has a lot of heart, man, and I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know, man. Whoever shows up OTAs and preseason, they're gonna earn their shot at the roster, man. So I'm not counting out Ward quite yet because he shows up, man, and even with Jalen, he was showing up.
Yeah, he's a guy you need a Greg Ward, on your team. He's a guy who's going to run the routes exactly how the coaches are asking him to do. Somebody, I think Richie said, being able to find those zones. I personally think, this may be a reach, but I personally think Greg Ward is a poor man's Antonio Brown.
Franchise history, and y'all been around since 1933. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little small stuff like that that's funny to me, or the fact that y'all seen it's Hurts season, right? Right.
Yes,
what was Hurts' worst game last year? Who was it worse? Or who was it worse?
Oh, you mean
interceptions?
Okay.
2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, right? Versus the defense.
Go ahead.
This is what I don't understand. For me, Jalen Hurts, those 4 games, he was thrown like Carson Wentz literally dragged Jalen Hurts into those games because of his poor play. I cannot and I will not judge Jalen Hurts off of those 4 games. I can't, because to me, those were his 4 preseason games. See, for me, the better response would have been, it should be Hurts season because he's going to actually get a full season to display what he can do. Right? He only played 4 games. And so the fact that you're trying to discredit someone who showed some peaks and valleys, why doesn't Jalen Hurts why doesn't he get that stigma? Oh, he didn't even have a normal offseason program. He had to work out with his teammates virtually through a cell phone.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, and to be fair, one of the fumbles that they called, his knee was down. So we always get those damn calls, and especially in Dallas. So I ain't trying to hear that, man. But if you wanna praise that, all that, that's all fine. But look, one thing that Cowboys were still weren't they in the mix to get in the playoffs still? So they were still trying to play their heart out to get in the playoffs because they still had a shot. They were willing to do anything and everything. But the thing is, you're supposed to do that in the beginning of the season. And I don't give a damn if the Red Rifle was playing. Stop making that an excuse. He was good enough to win games. You guys were good enough to win games. So Dak goes out and you guys don't know how to play football no more? That makes no sense to me. You guys still could have played. That's Mike McCarthy, your Super Bowl winning coach. He made those calls. He made the calls. Okay? He could have come on, man. The Eagles handed the division rivals the division. You guys, they could have ran away with it. But you know what they all did?
Gave him the keys to the division.
You know what they did? They played back to our level and they said, nah, we don't want it. You guys have it. We got the best roster in the division, but we can't do it because our quarterback's gone. Dude, come on. You guys, what did they win? They needed to win 10 games. They couldn't do it, and they needed our help. That would have been a shame if you guys lost it. Our team, who were our defensive, who were our corners, man? We had guys from the liquor store playing corner. Some guy we don't even know their names. And you guys have the best offensive. You guys have the best receivers, and you guys still were struggling. Amari Cooper, he's up and down. He could be a baller, but then he'll want to sit out. He picks when he's going to be a baller. You can't have that on the team. CeeDee Lamb was a rookie. He did pretty good. He did pretty decent. Was it Jefferson performance? No, but he was good enough. But like that makes, if they would have made the playoffs, they would have been like, oh, you know, we're going to the Super Bowl again. They won the onside kick against Atlanta, and they were going to the Super Bowl. It took an onside kick against Atlanta, which was whipping you, to win that game. And I mean, Dak wasn't when he opened up the season, he wasn't looking that great. The first half, he looked horrible. He was looking, maybe he looked like Wentz for a minute there. And then he decides to play in the third and fourth quarter. Garbage time.
Every little thing reminds them of the 5 Super Bowls. Oh, we got the onside kick. We're going to the Super Bowl. They're trying to relive the glory days, man. They got to get off it.
Hurts and Tobin at the Tobin? Oh, Hurts and Tobin. I don't think. Do you think Tobin's gonna make it? Gate City. How long has Tobin been on the team?
Tobin? Who is Tobin?
he's like a second or third string for the O-line.
Oh, okay.
Check out Steve Gate City Sport. He's breaking down Hurts fumbles in the third. Okay, we'll check that out, man. Thanks, Rich.
Defense that you like to throw in my face and tell me he's trash. So if he couldn't get past that defense, I'm supposed to think he's gonna get past the new revamped defense. He couldn't get past Mike Nolan's defense, and we spotted you 14. So I would love the explanation.
They spotted us 14, right? And now they have a new revamped defense because they got a couple extra pieces. It's revamped just like that. It's revamped just like that. I want to know what his definitions of revamped is because they're still worried about that defense. The offense is better than their defense.
Yeah, I mean, see, you talk about delusional. Now I know I hear the rumors about Leighton Vander Esch. He's up and down injury. You know, Jalen Smith. They may not resign him. But last time I checked, if you're going to revamp something, you don't revamp something that's already revamped. They got great linebackers, but then you go in the draft and draft Micah Parsons and Jabril Cox. What are they doing? They just drafted anybody at this point, man. Like,
yeah, and then the Dallas guy.
Yeah, Dallas is just weird. I like if Jeff Lurie called one of his players his sons, maybe he has. I don't know, but like Jerry Jones, that's what he calls his players. Like these are sons, and so you got to treat. He treats his fan base like he treats the players. Oh well, I know we haven't won in some time, so I'm going to treat you guys to a new stadium. Time machine, man.
Let me let's just finish this video quick. I mean, we can. There's so many things that's gonna irk you, man. Believe me. But let's just finish it real quick. I want you to listen to this shit.
Y'all was 14-0, if I'm not mistaken. 14-0 versus not Dak Prescott versus Andy Dalton. So Jalen Hurts versus Andy Dalton. He 0-1, but it's Hurts season. I'm supposed to be shook. Fine, but I'll say one last thing. Everybody that's watching, all the Eagles supporters that love to hate the Cowboys, at the end of the day, because I do hear a lot of we run the division. No, y'all don't. We run the division. We have the most division championships, the most Super Bowls, and we have beaten every team in the division the most times. We're winning the Philly series, we crushing the Washington series, and we crushing the Giants in the series. The funny thing is we came along last. So it's okay. It's okay. I understand where it comes from. You guys is disgruntled. It's fine, man. I know, like, if I spent my whole existence not getting acknowledged, I'd be disgruntled too. Y'all mad. That's why half of the time when I watch y'all videos, all y'all talking about is being underdogs. Y'all got a complex. It's cool. I would have a complex too. You know what I'm saying? You walking through the high school hallway, Cowboys over there in the cool section. Y'all trying to get the attention of everybody. We don't pay y'all no mind.
Cool L's.
We give y'all a wedgie and send y'all on your way. Because y'all emotional. And then you go probably form a group chat and tell each other how, yo, don't nobody respect us. I get it. But I'm here to tell you, we don't respect y'all because one chip can't get you in at this spades table. Y'all sitting at the kids' table with one chip. It's a 3-chip minimum. All right? It's a 3-chip minimum. You can't even get over here. You know? Grown people at this table.
Hey,
at this space table.
Yo.
Hey, listen.
Listen, bro. Go ahead. I know you. Hold on. He said we're emotional. That's what got me. It's the emotional part. It's like everybody knows only emotional guys talk about their ex. We're not talking about our Super Bowls. That's the only thing they talk about is previous Super Bowls from time machines ago. Wyatt 80.
Talking about all them ex-girlfriends, huh? All the ex-girlfriends.
We done. We passed that. We good. Why y'all still? Oh man, come on now.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because like he's saying all that and they haven't done nothing for years. Years. You hadn't done nothing last year. You didn't do nothing the last year before. I mean, you guys, they keep saying the same thing every year, which is
they didn't do nothing for how many what? For years.
580
years. Why like set?
Bro, man, it's just
I like Mr. Rome though, man. I like Mr. Rome. I mean, you know, he just kept saying we. What's the feel? We. They, the team. Nah, man.
And you know what he probably does is it's because the media puts him on that pedestal every damn day. You got Stephen A. Smith or Skip Bayless over there talking about how great you are. Man, my Dak Prescott he's the greatest thing ever. Every day, guys. That's the truth of the matter. Man, shut up. I can't even watch him no more, man. Shut up. Skip Bayless over there, man. I'm like, you know, it's a good thing Stephen A. Smith be giving him the business because you give Stephen A. Smith so much video. He's laughing every year, every season. He is just laughing it up, going over there with this cowboy hat, with this cigar, and you guys, got Michael Irvin over there with his nose candy and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know that you could be smoking that stuff and playing football at the same time, Mr. Michael Irvin. That's why you won them Super Bowls. You didn't use the talent. You had super talent. You had Scarface talent. And that's the truth.
And he was doing it with the Cowboys for years.
Hey, you see Michael Irvin be going out, he'd be sweating and he go out there with them pink tie shirts and he's sweating, he's perspiring all over the place. The microphone's getting all soaked. Man, I was like, man.
Yeah, no, but Mr. Rome, I will say this: he does make some valid points. I would love to. I want to sub him up. I'm gonna go over and look at his YouTube channel, sub him up, and really see what he's talking about because that just was kind of a snippet. But yeah, I think a lot of that was just come on now. Come on.
I mean, okay. If I'm a Cowboys fan, man, Lord help me first. But man, how could you be excited? I mean, you haven't seen nothing that was good 4 years.
4 years.
Oh, man. I guess you can't even watch the damn tapes, man. You can't even have a Blu-ray disc like us. You got that damn VHS and all grainy. Like, who's that offensive lineman? Who's that guy? They don't even know who the O-line was. They only know Aikman, Smith, and Irvin. Those are the only guys they know. They don't know anybody else.
Yeah, man. The Cowboys fans are very
What the heck? Not me yet, unless I don't even know how you give a wrench, man. I gotta learn that. I don't think I even can do that yet. I gotta get my numbers up first, Richie.
Yeah, shout out to Richie MC, man. He's always showing love, man. Shout out to Richie MC. Shout out to
Hey,
Richie.
man, we just some crazy Eagle fans, man. Just gonna give you guys. We're just making you guys think for a little bit, man. See what we're seeing.
Birdman, 4 years.
It's true. It's true, man.
20 years later.
That's right. Richie Rich, man. Thank you for being in here, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Let me just say this. I'm going to put this out there into the universe. Dak Prescott will never win a championship. Period.
They
just won't. Not in this.
Well, the thing is, they got to pray to God that McCarthy's the answer. I mean, it's a coin flip at this point.
He's a yes man. They're not going to win with a yes man.
Yeah, that's true. That you know what,
Jim Johnson wasn't a yes man.
You just said facts, because as long as Jerry Jones has his hand in that cookie jar, that you just said the facts, because he says whatever happens is because he said it, and it is true. He's a yes man, and I don't know, man. And one thing that kind of what's his name, the Cowboy fan that we're just watching, Mr. Rome.
Yeah, Mr. Rome.
He was clowning Nick Sirianni about the whole rock paper scissors thing, and let me show this clip real quick. It's a small clip.
Worst teams in football from a wins and losses standpoint, the NFC East is a dumpster fire, to the point where the winner of this game will have first place in the division. You've got the whole country watching this first place matchup, which just feels weird to say. But 2020 has been a weird year, in case you haven't been able to tell. In the second quarter, Dallas is tied with Washington at 10 apiece. With 6 minutes left in the half, facing a 3rd-and-1 situation, Dallas gives the ball to CeeDee Lamb. He stopped just short of the first down. Most of the time in this situation, especially in a tie game, you punt the ball away. But Dallas decides to keep its offense out on the field and go for it. You expect a quarterback sneak here, or a run to the halfback that you gave $90 million to. But Mike McCarthy decides to subvert all expectations and call a pass. It doesn't work. Dallas turns it over on downs, and with the short field, Washington scores a touchdown on the ensuing drive. Now fast forward to the 4th quarter. Washington is up by 4, and after a sack on 3rd down, Dallas is now facing 4th and 10. Most of the time in this situation, especially pinned on your own 24-yard line, you are punting the ball away. Instead, Dallas decides to call a fake punt. Spoiler alert, it's a really bad fake punt. It's one of those where you could tell the moment that it was happening that it wasn't going to work. And it wound up not only backfiring, but wound up leading to an implosion. Antonio Gibson scored on the very next play. What was once a 20-16 game wound up becoming a 41-16 blowout in front of a national television audience.
Okay. So he was going in on Nick Sirianni and all this stuff, saying about rock, paper, scissors, and I. Okay. McCarthy has been in the NFL for I don't know how many years, right? And this man is doing that type of stuff when the obvious, was there to win the game. It was very obvious how you're going to win the game. But my man is so smart that he couldn't figure that out, and then he ends up getting his ass handed to him from Washington, which, but we're gonna blame Dak Prescott because he's not there, right? But the coach can't figure that out. That makes no sense, and that's what McCarthy's bringing to the table. Yes, sir. Jerry Jones, yes, sir. That's what we're gonna do. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We will not win for the next 500 years, sir.
You ain't winning nothing for years. Years.
Sir.
Yeah, so I mean, like, dude, come on. Sirianni's expectation is not even that high right now because it's not just him. He's got to work with he's got a whole team to work with right now. I mean, that's embarrassing. If we beat those Cowgirls on Monday night, woo, watch out, man.
Took the glasses off.
Yeah. Watch out.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to hear nothing for years.
For years. Nick Sirianni has, man, I guess right now it'd be a 90-man roster. They got to chisel down to 53 and some practice squad guys, plus a 50-man staff, over 100 people in total. He has to sort of kind of get to know and establish himself. Listen, man, I'm just like I'm giving Jalen Hurts this year. You hear the difference from year and years.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
I'm giving him. Well, wait. Let me clean that up. I'm saying I'm giving Jalen Hurts this year to prove you all wrong. I know he's a franchise quarterback. I'm not saying I'm giving him a year, then I'm done with him. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying I'm giving Jalen Hurts a year to get you guys on the bandwagon because I see what he can do with this team because it starts mentally and then it's going to translate physically on the football field. But, man, it's always good listening to the Cowgirls talk, man, and seeing what they got to say.
All right, man. This is man, I can't believe we've been flapping our gums this long, but I mean, when you go down that rabbit hole, man, sometimes there's no turning back.
Yeah, we've been on here for an hour and 51 years.
Pretty much. The space-time continuum, man.
Yeah, man, time machine.
But man, this has been awesome, man. Thank you for coming in, and we're gonna do this again, man, and continue to grind like you already know. And I'm gonna be trying to put in that work just as well. And shout out for you coming out, man. Appreciate you being on the show today, man.
Absolutely, man. And thanks for having me on your platform in front of your community. You guys are following the next big thing in Philadelphia. I'm telling you, Birdman _951. All of my respect, bro. Anytime. I gotta have you on my show, man. So we can do some things over there. So it's an honor just to even have this opportunity to just kind of just go crazy on the channel. Shout out to Jock Talk, and shout out to everybody who joined in and who has been with us for over an hour and 52 minutes, man. You guys are the real troops. So definitely appreciate it, bro.
All right, man. Have a good week, rest of the weekend, and hopefully chill Sunday and just relax. And hopefully it's not for years, but
hey, man, let's come back. Let's do this again. Let's do this shindig again, man. Just don't let it be 4 years. White 80, white set. Birdman _951.
You got any left? You got any left in the tank? You got
Listen,
that last toast?
Just a little bit.
Woo! We made it, man. Cheers, man. Go Birds.
Peace, brother.